Okay, so I finally watched Hazbin Hotel. And why didn't anyone warn me? I thought it was gonna be a loud, edgy demon musical with chaotic little goblin vibes. And it is. But also, it's kind of emotional. And also, I may or may not have developed a deeply concerning crush on Alistair. Like, sir, what are you doing to my brain? Hazbin Hotel is what happens when a Disney musical and a Quentin Tarantino film walk into hell, have a demon baby, and give it jazz hands. You think it's going to be another edgy cartoon. It's not. It's a full-blown Broadway show with murder, trauma, and characters that talk like they're all trying to win an Oscar for most emotionally unstable but make it singable. And somehow, it works. Before I break down why this show should not go as hard as it does, and why I may or may not be deeply obsessed with one extremely cursed character, this video is sponsored by Lovelore. Lovelore is an interactive romance experience where you chat with fictional characters who should probably be in therapy, but instead they're in your DMs. You pick your love interest, make real choices, and spiral through a completely unhinged romance where you're the one pulling all the strings. It's free to try. And if you've ever wanted to fall for someone like Alistair, but without the whole soul-devouring radio demon clause, this is it. All right, let's talk about Hazbin Hotel. On the surface, it sounds almost sweet. Charlie, the princess of hell, is on a mission to rehabilitate sinners. No torture, no eternal punishment, just a second chance. Through kindness, structure, and yes, actual therapy, all taking place in a rundown hotel in the middle of hell. Charlie is this idealistic, jazz-era Disney princess dropped into the middle of a blood-soaked cartoon nightmare. She's singing, smiling, and trying to fix hell with positivity and big musical numbers, which is honestly such a power move. But underneath all that sparkle, there's this quiet desperation. You can feel how badly she wants to prove her vision is valid. She's not naive, she just refuses to give up on people, even when everyone tells her it's pointless. And you respect her for it. Even when the hotel's falling apart and the world is laughing in her face, she keeps going. What's wild is how earnest the show is beneath all the insanity. The humor is dark, the pacing is insane, the visuals are completely unhinged, and yet at its core, Hazbin Hotel genuinely cares about its message. It doesn't spoon-feed you some everybody can be saved fantasy. It asks harder questions. Can people really change? Do they even want to? What happens when you try to fix a system that feeds on failure? And it does all of that while breaking into song. The music deserves its own spotlight. It's theatrical, sharp, and weirdly emotional. One minute you're vibing, the next you're crying over a lyric that hits way too close. Every number pushes the story forward, builds the world, or punches you directly in the gut. Sometimes all three. Visually, it's pure chaos in the best way. The animation is wild and expressive. Characters move like they're constantly on the verge of snapping, emotionally or literally. The world is packed with detail, symbolism, and neon-soaked drama. It's hell, but fabulous. And that's the part that caught me off guard. Because beneath the screaming, the violence, the chaos, and the absolute lack of chill, Hazbin Hotel is actually incredibly tight in its storytelling. It knows exactly what it's doing. Every moment, no matter how absurd or over the top, is doing something. Revealing a theme, shifting a dynamic, or setting you up for a gut punch later. It doesn't hold your hand. The world building is fast. The dialogue is fast. The jokes fly so quickly you might miss the emotional grenade tucked right in the middle of a punchline. But when it wants to slow down and hit you with something real, it knows how to land it. There are entire episodes where characters barely move forward in their arc, but the way they argue, deflect, or unravel in front of each other tells you everything about what they're hiding, sometimes what they're avoiding. It's character drama disguised as chaos, and it's brilliant. Another thing that works? The tone. It balances being genuinely funny and incredibly dark with this strange ease. You'll be laughing at some ridiculous one-liner, and then, boom, they hit you with a melody about self-worth, or a monologue about being stuck in your worst habits, or a line that makes you sit back and go, oh no, that was about me. It's emotional without being corny, it's chaotic without being hollow, and it respects its audience. It assumes you're smart enough to keep up, feel what you're supposed to feel, and sit with the discomfort when things don't get tied up neatly. Hazbin Hotel is not afraid to be a lot, and that's what makes it work. It's bold, it's messy, it's strange, but it's saying something. And whether it succeeds or not in every single moment, you can feel the love, the thought, and the sheer creative guts behind it. So yeah, it's not for everyone. But if you like your stories loud, layered, and slightly possessed, you might end up thinking about it way longer than you expected. I know I did. It's the kind of show that leaves you uneasy, not because it shocks you, but because it touches something oddly sincere beneath all the chaos. You walk away thinking about what it's actually trying to say, about people, about change, about what it takes to unlearn who you've been. And now that the foundation's set, I can't wait to see where they take it next. Season 1 was just the opening act. Stylish, bold, emotionally jagged, and you can feel that it's only getting started. Season 2 can't come fast enough. Thanks for watching. And if you want more stories that get a little intense in all the right ways, you can check out Lovelore too. Links below. See you next time.